Hey guys, we are in the basement and, well, I have a bit of a confession to make, guys, because, you see, today, Sunday, I fully intended to be uploading the next part in my Pac-Man restoration. And I had it all planned out. I was going to work on Pac-Man this weekend. I was going to get the next part up. I was going to make a lot of progress on it and be that much closer to getting Pac-Man into the basement. But you know what? I actually got a little bit distracted this weekend because, you see, I couldn't stop playing Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'm not kidding. I've literally been addicted to this game since I started playing it. And you know what? Like yesterday, Saturday, I said, okay, John, play Grand Theft Auto to about noon or so, and then we'll go out in the garage and work on it. Well, the next thing I know, the day is over. Like, it's like 4 or 5 o'clock. It's just too late for me to get in the garage. And I'm like, oh, shit, I wasted my day playing Grand Theft Auto 5. And then today, Sunday, I said, okay, John, you know what? Wake up, we'll play a little bit of Grand Theft Auto, and then we're going to go out to the garage, we're going to work on the Pac-Man, we're going to film the next part in the video, and all will be good in your life. But you know what? The same thing happened today. I could not stop playing Grand Theft Auto. And you know what? This game is freaking awesome. I love everything about it. I love the characters. I love Trevor. I love Franklin. I love Michael. I love the storyline, the dialogue, the missions. This is like, seriously, like one of the best games I've ever played. And you know what? I played a lot of video games. I've been covering video games for like 9 years on my podcast. You know, I've played a lot of games. This game has had me hooked here since it came out, and I apologize because, you know what, the last week here has been occupied by this stupid-ass game, and I haven't been working on the Pac-Man, so I'm really sorry. I promise you, I'm gonna get to it this week. I actually have it all lined up what to do next. Actually, maybe we'll go out to the garage after the video, and I'll show you guys what's going on. But anyway, what we're gonna do today, when I was down in Orlando, Florida last week, I reviewed some games in my hotel. And so today we're going to go back down to Orlando, and we're going to do a quick little review of the Avengers Pinball machine, which was released by Stern not that long ago, in the last couple years. And it's a pretty cool game. It's okay. It's a George Gomez game. I actually had a little bit of trouble filming it because I didn't have a tripod. It's almost like how my old videos were with no tripod. But anyway, enough of that. Why don't we get in the car, get in a plane, and head down to Orlando, and let's go play some Avengers at my hotel. And then afterwards, I'll take you guys to the garage, and I'll show you what's kind of going on. All right, guys, let's go. All right, guys, here we are. Let's go here to the hotel game room. And you know what? When I travel, I go on vacation, and the hotel's got a game room. That's pretty big. And you know what? This one has a pinball machine, which always makes me happy. And the pinball machine is a fairly new one. It was released in 2012 by Stern, and it is, of course, Marvel Avengers. Now, this game was designed by George Gomez, and George Gomez is definitely one of my favorite game designers of all time. You know, he was responsible for Tron, the video game, Discs of Tron he worked on. He did my NBA Fast Break. He did Revenge from Mars. He's done Lord of the Rings, and now he's done Marvel The Avengers. Now, this is the Pro version, which is kind of like the low-end one. They had a deluxe one. They only made like 500 of them, or 250, the limited edition one, which I've played because my friend Mike has it at Lanes and Games in Cambridge, Mass. But this is the Pro one. It's a little stripped down. I think the big thing is the bridge here doesn't go up. I don't know what else. I know like the back glass on the limited edition is mirrored. It's a mirrored silkscreen back glass, like a traditional pinball back glass. This one just has like a translite, which is nothing more than a piece of mylar, or I don't know if it's vinyl that's printed on, and then there's a piece of glass they put over it. Still looks okay. I mean, the artwork is not bad. It's definitely kind of I don't know. I think the artwork's pretty good. I think that's a nice composition there. I don't know who made that. You know, Marvel probably gave that to them. The playfield itself, you know, it does look like a bunch of stuff was taken and just kind of photoshopped together. Nothing really offensive about it. There's a Hulk toy back here. And his arms will kind of bash about as you play the game. The one bad thing about this game is that this Hulk toy really tends to get the ball caught up in it. You'll hit the ball up here and the ball will just get trapped under his arms, and it happens like all the time, and it's kind of a piss poor design in that regards. It's actually really annoying, and it happens a lot. So we've got 3 pop bumpers over here. We have this ramp in the center, which is really the only ramp in the game, unless you want to count this one that's back here. There's a little opening here that kind of goes around and goes up, and then drops the ball either on this right back to the flipper here. Kind of reminiscent of NBA Fast Break in a way, and a little bit, but the ramp in the center here, this is a kind of a typical George Gomez shot. NBA Fast Break kind of has this kind of shot right here too. So yeah, it's a pretty simple layout. We've got some targets over here on the left side. We got some targets on the right side. This cube here, which to me looks like a die. You know, it's got like two here and 4 dots there. But this thing is a little toy. You hit it and it spins. It's kind of boring, to be honest. But I don't know. Should we start a game? Let's try and play this. I'm gonna have to do my best here. I don't have a tripod, but this game's not on free play. Obviously, it's 2 tokens to play, which isn't bad. There was already a token in the game. I didn't put it in there. So all right, let's give this a shot here. And we'll start a button.
As of right now, we are at full.
So it's got a red DMD. Oh. Yeah, pinball is impossible to play in one hand. This is a waste of time. Alright, let's try it again. It's funny, when I first started doing my videos, I used to play pinball with one hand. But, yeah. So you can see I hit the whole toy up there. There's that little spinner. The whole toy is kind of cool. But look, he's got the ball stuck. And he's supposed to release it right away if you do get it stuck.
What number's 4? Numbers make hope busy.
But I mean, yeah, that's the game. It's okay. I'm not really a big fan of this game, to be honest. And for one, I don't like the theme. I'm not a big superhero guy, so it does nothing for me.
You'll never control the Tesseract's energy. Hawkeye.
There's that kind of left ramp. So that was my 3rd ball there. So it's doing the match right now. And I don't know if you guys know this, but on the match, see the last 2 digits were 50, and so it'll randomly pick a number, and if that number matches the last 2 digits of your score, you'll get a free game. So that's the match thing that you always see on pinball machines, and that's been around forever. But so yeah, that's it, man. That's Marvel Avengers, and I know we couldn't really play a proper game there, but I just don't have a tripod with me. But I just wanted to show you guys this because I've been having people ask me for more pinball videos, and I figured I better take advantage of this opportunity. So there you have it. That is Marvel Avengers. Why don't we go back down to the basement?
At this time, you're welcome to use your cell phone if it is...
Alright guys, there you have it. That was the Avengers Pinball review. I apologize, I didn't have a tripod. I couldn't really play a proper game, and the glare in that game room just sucked. But yeah, that's an okay pinball machine. I'm not in love with it, to be honest. The theme does nothing for me, and I thought the gameplay and the playfield was a little flat, but a little boring. So anyway, I tell you what, let's go out to the garage real quick though. I'm gonna show you guys what's going on out there and what we're gonna be covering in the next week in the Pac-Man restoration video series. Alright guys, let me show you guys what's going on out here and kind of what the plan is. So in the last restoration video, we had a problem with the edge connector, the Molex edge connector on the harness because it was basically a bad flaky connection at the PCB. So Arcade Buffett, who was a guy that repairs monitors and stuff, he agreed to loan me his Molex crimper, which is like amazing. I mean, this tool is sick, and this tool is basically used to crimp these little Furcon connectors and stuff, which is what we're going to need to do to repin the edge connector. And with this tool, it's going to be a breeze. So we're going to cover this in the next video. And I want to thank Arcade Buffett for letting me borrow this. He actually mailed it to me so I can use it. This is about a $70 tool or so, maybe 80 bucks. And I was just kind of too cheap to spring for this. I always, in the past, have crimped my Molex connectors with these, and it's painful. It's like literally painful, and it's slow, and it's not right. So now I have the proper tool, so we'll be covering that in the next video. And then also what I plan on doing in the next video is replacing the fuse blocks. So that's kind of where we are right now. I'm also about ready to order this vinyl. I think I'm just gonna go with this one here. This is that Hong Kong vinyl. It's a pretty okay match with this is the original vinyl, this large piece here. So I'm gonna order this stuff. It's gonna be about 40 bucks. If you guys go on eBay and just Google this number on here, it's MW7552, MW7552. Go on eBay, just type in that number, MW7552 and vinyl, and you should be able to find the listing where this vinyl, listing for the seller with this vinyl, and you guys can see what it is that I'm ordering. It's gonna be about 40 bucks, I think, for the whole roll of it. I need about, I figure about 13 feet, because it comes in a 24-inch roll, and each side is 24 inches wide by 5 inches tall, so it's 5 and 5 is 10, and about 3 feet in the front here or so. So that should do it. So I'm going to order that, and we're going to be putting that vinyl on sooner than later, because I have to get this game finished in the month of October. I mean, that is my plan. I have to get this done and get this into the basement before it gets too cold. But anyway, that's where we are. And I know, lame, I'm sorry, I didn't work on it this week, but I got distracted, so I suck for that. So, all right, guys, let's go back down to the basement. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it at least. And this week, probably midweek, I'm hoping to get another Pac-Man video up. If not, it'll be next Sunday. I'm going to get back on that schedule of doing 2 videos a week on Wednesday and Sunday. It's been a little busy since I got back from vacation, so I'm still trying to get caught up. But I hope you guys liked it. Again, I want to remind you about my podcast called Arcade Outsiders. I do that podcast every Tuesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern on the All Games radio network at allgames.com. And I also do my other podcast, Video Game Outsiders, at videogameoutsiders.com. That's also Tuesday night, but at 9 p.m. Eastern. And also, if you've never subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to click that subscribe button. I release new videos every Sunday, sometimes in between. So if you want to keep up with my videos, click that subscribe button. And other than that, you know, I want to plug again my Grinkers Live event, which is October 19th at Grinkers Grand Arcade in Eagle, Idaho, which is just outside Boise. If you guys go to arcadeoutsiders.com, I've got all of the details there. So, all right, guys, that's it for this video. We will see you next time. Bye.